Right, I'm just excited,
Okay.
Reach.
Now,
I feel ridiculous dressed like this at 9 o'clock in the morning. All these women are looking at me very strangely.
you're not bad. Anyway.
Thank you. Go ahead, I got a little surprise for you. I'm going to get this over here.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to tell you, on our show from London next week, we're going to have the great country singer Randy Travis will be on. Boy George will be with us.
He's Man George by now.
Van Johnson, Paloma Picasso, Edward Woodward, you know, the Equalizer, Petula Clark, Barbara Cartland, the great novelist, Sally Kirkland, Terry Wogan, who does his own Tonight Show over there. We're going to be guesting on that show as well. We'll have a backstage tour of the BBC and various tours around England. Kathy and I going shopping one day.
With your money.
At Harrods. And we'll have a royal fashion show, and the crown jeweler, you know, takes care of the crown jewels.
Yes.
He'll be on as well. So we'll have a lot of fun, and we'll be live from London, 2 o'clock London time, 9 o'clock Eastern time, here in the United States.
I just think it's fascinating what Stanley was saying about baby, right?
Yeah.
What happens if your dog listens to your tummy?
No. Oh.
That's Chablis.
That's Chablis looking like your doctor? And he's checking out Regis?
Let me show you one more.
Is
These were taken by Michael Newler the other day. I told you, the marvelous photographer.
Is this the Christmas?
No, that's not the, but he took a few extra ones. Now, Reg, you know Frank. He's a very, very humble guy. He is a little proud of this baby. That happens to be a football under
Look
there.
at that face. You know, I mean, I can't wait for you to look like this.
You know, it's a little oblong. That's a football. You know, hopefully it won't be like that, but it's getting there.
Can't be that big, can you?
Well, yeah, you can.
Holy cow.
I choose not to, but I apparently have no choice in the matter.
And look how smug he is and proud that he made you look like that.
Is that funny?
That is funny.
So anyway.
Well, so you're all set for London?
No, I haven't started packing yet. I'm leaving Saturday.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah. Now, Frank is not able to come.
Monday Night Football?
Right. He's not able to get from Houston to London in time to make it work. So, Mom and Dad are coming. Just warning you now, Reed. You know they come everywhere. Joni and Eppie leave today. They're on their way.
Staying in my room, are they?
Yes,
they
are,
usually
as usual. And my dad says, make sure there's ice in the bucket when he gets there.
Okay.
And guess who else is coming? Your personal favorites.
Shaney?
Shaney's
coming. The whole
my
family
little
comes,
niece.
you know
She's
what
getting
I mean?
out of 4 days of
but
school.
That's nice. The family that stays together goes to London together or something. I don't know what it is. Now, I'm making one last attempt since you brought up that picture.
Yes.
And your pregnancy. And we still don't have a name for this baby, but I'm telling you right now that can you just see little Regis of Notre Dame running around in this?
That is awfully cute, isn't it?
And then he throws...
His father will kill him if he sings that. Uh-oh.
And then he throws...
Look at that.
Look
now
at
the
that up
public's
there, yeah.
turning on me. I don't believe this.
We can't wait for baby Regis Gifford. Thank you. You're absolutely right.
Have they heard the term when hell freezes over?
And here's a Notre Dame football that Frank can toss back and forth to the youngster. Good catch,
The
huh?
Artful Dodger caught it.
All right. So anyway, we have a lot of show today. We have my piano recital. We have...
2 segments of piano recital.
Well, we got a story to tell there. A couple of great actors are on the show today. Dennis Weaver will be here as well. Building an interesting house out in the Rocky Mountain area.
You know, I wish I could see pictures because it doesn't... Do we have some?
We have some pictures, yeah.
Because there's tires and cans involved.
Yeah, all the stuff that, you know, we don't know what to do with.
He's become quite an environmentalist.
That's right. Gilman, the next time you rent...
See, it was rented.
Next time you rent, you got to get the guys to give me a little cuff. You know what I mean?
Well, that should be your shirt cuff.
Yeah, that's right. See, there you go.
Perfect. Tailored.
Nice. Should I have gotten a white tie or a black tie?
No, the black. Very elegant. Where's your white hanky?
No, you don't wear a hanky with this.
I guess not.
No, these are, don't you understand? I've got tails on. Oh, I love doing that to her.
You can be in the next Batman movie as the Penguin.
Who else do we have on the show?
We have the gentleman from, is it called Hardball? The new series?
Yes.
John Ashton is here.
The Beverly Hills Cop movies. Good actor. And it's Future Week around here.
Yeah, who noticed? We have Future Fashions with Cindy Pickley
Yeah,
today,
some
too.
really exotic-looking fashions that you'll be seeing. Maybe you'll be seeing in the 90s. Sometimes I think you only see these fashions on our show.
Or on Halloween.
Tomorrow on Live, Gregory Harrison will be on the show.
Cute. Oh, isn't he cute? Yeah.
I hate that when they
And
you
he's
know
such a
him
nice
as
guy.
the sexy Michael Sharp on TV's Falcon Crest. Earlier in his career, Gregory starred as Dr. Gonzo Gates in the hit series Trapper John. Trapper John was a spin-off, you may recall, from a popular comedy series based on a surgical team during the Korean War. What was the name of that series? What was the name of the series that spun
give
off
it away.
Trapper John, okay?
Okay.
So, on our phones today, we have...
Oh.
Do you see a name here?
Yeah. Betty? Do you ever get a twitch in your eye? Don't you hate that?
Yeah. You got
I
one?
must be
Yeah.
nervous for
You're
you.
nervous for me,
My
right there.
eye is twitching to beat the band.
And really, and it's beginning to bug
It's
me,
rapping.
too. Betty Sonnenberg from Cincinnati, Ohio. Hi, Betty. How you doing?
Hi, Betty.
I'm fine, Regis and Kathie Lee. I just love you both so much.
Oh, thank you. How sweet.
How are things on Osceola Drive?
Oh, we're having a great time. But I want to tell you that I did write you a letter a little while ago about Regis's comment about his image being destroyed when he's standing with a pregnant woman. And that he doesn't...
I don't recall that.
Probably something
One of
I
your
said.
better moments.
Yeah.
Yes, he was commenting that Kathie Lee should retire or something like that because she is pregnant, and we want her to stay on the show. We love Kathie Lee. It won't be the same without her.
Betty, please.
Oh, really, Betty?
Betty, please.
Thank you, Betty.
Betty, let me tell you what it does to a man to stand next to a pregnant woman. Do you think this man will ever be the same again?
No, I hope
Look what
not.
happened to this guy. It happens to us. Well, you know, Betty, I was probably only kidding if I said that, but...
I hope Kathie Lee does stay as long as she wants. We want her to stay up to delivery if she will.
Well, let's not
Betty.
get crazy about this, Betty.
Oh, we love
Very
babies.
sweet. It's nice to be one.
Well, I think
thank
you're
you
planning
for
on staying to delivery, aren't you?
that. Yeah, just not sure when I'm coming
Great.
back.
Great.
You know,
Yeah, I'm
it would
gonna
be
stay till the-
it would be nice for the ratings, Gilman, if we had the delivery right here. We do everything else right. Didn't I have my flu shot here? Well, why can't we do
When
that?
you have your colonoscopy, I have the baby.
You know, why do I have to do everything around here? Now look up here. How long has this picture been banging down? Look at this. For my piano recital, everything's got to be perfect.
Maybe we
For $7,000 a week, you guys can do better than this.
could afford one more nail on the other side,
There it is.
No,
Okay.
Reach, I tried to get my roses to last from Julio, but they
Faded, they
were
wilted
drooping.
just like everybody
Yeah.
else's roses.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, Betty, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
God bless you,
This is
Daddy.
my
Well, you
prize.
better have an answer for us after all this.
Yes, I do. But my prize basically is to talk with Regis and Kathie Lee. I just love you.
Oh, well,
sweet
thank you, Betty.
woman.
Thank
When
you
I'm
very
not here, I tape you so I can watch you in the evening.
That's the only thing to watch at night, too, Betty.
I know. Great.
Nothing else going on, I'll tell you that.
I know. Tell me
Should we
about
call
it.
up Nielsen and tell him about those tape machines?
All right, Betty, Gregory Harrison here tomorrow. Play Dr. Gonzo on Trapper John. What show did Trapper John spin off?
Mesh.
That's
it, Betty. You got it. Our first winner from Cincinnati.
Great. Hey, Betty, who won the mayoral race in Cincinnati?
He was retained, Mayor Lucan.
Uh-huh, and did a certain football player?
Yes, he was elected also. I
Reggie
thought
Williams,
of you.
huh?
I
Good.
thought of you yesterday. He's in there.
Congratulations to everybody that won in the election on
Right.
Tuesday. Pick a number, please, between 1 and 149.
I have 7 children and 7 grandchildren, and I would like the number 7.
7, lucky 7.
Congratulations, Betty. You and our lucky audience winner have both won Franklin's Language Master, the world's only electronic dictionary, thesaurus, and spelling corrector. All words by Merriam-Webster, the first in electronic reference from Franklin. Your prize is worth $300.
Translates for you. I need that. Because we're going to London. They don't speak English there.
That, incidentally, in case you didn't know, was a language master where you can have something translated for you on the spot.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm sure you can use it a lot.
In kindergarten. In my
But it
kindergarten.
handles, as I understand it, we should get it here. I'd like to see one.
I would like to see that also.
Yeah, right. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Since we're going to
Congratulations.
London where they speak English.
Yeah, we're not used to that. Now, this contest, the makeover contest, ends on the 13th, and we're getting near the end of the run here.
I'm glad we don't have to look at this tape anymore.
You have made us the laughing stock of television with this silly...
But we're used to that.
Oh, people don't love it. Here I am doing a very pale imitation of Staying Alive. Staying Alive. Bum, 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 Staying Alive. Trying my darndest to do John Travolta. We're taking you out of the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s and bringing you into the 90s.
Kicking
with
and
some
screaming.
great makeovers, and we want you to participate. Now, here are the rules. Tony? Pig.
Are you caught in a time warp? Was the last time you changed your look when Leave It to Beaver was a hit series? If you still rock around the clock and are looking kind of square, well, the fabulous 50s have faded. If you still look groovy and are living in the age of Aquarius, your hard day's nightmare is over. The 60s have ceased. If you became a disco dude and have been suffering from Saturday Night Fever for decades, it's time to say sayonara to the 70s. If you've been working hard trying to fit your look into the 80s, it's too late. The 80s are ending, and it's time to go into the 90s. Why, who knows how good you could look.
To enter, send us a letter and tell us in 150 words or less why you or someone you know is stuck in time and deserves an Into the 90s makeover. Include the name, address, phone number, and a recent photo of the makeover nominee. Mail your entry to Live Into the 90s Makeover, 279 South Beverly Drive, Suite 1064, Beverly Hills, California, 90212. Entries must be received by November 13th, 1989. Winners will be selected on the basis of personality, enthusiasm, location, and potential for change, and will be notified by November 24th. See you in the 90s.
Yes, Tony.
All right, get ready. I'm warming up here. We'll be back. Yes, the piano recital coming up. Don't miss this. Back in a moment.
Tomorrow on Live from The Cosby Show, Keisha Knight Pulliam.
Amblin Entertainment presents Jack Lemmon, Ted Danson, Olympia Dukakis, and Ethan Hawke in a story of love.
Hello, all you beautiful people.
Hope. And laughter. Sometimes the greatest man you ever meet is the first one. Dad, directed by Gary David Goldberg. Rated PG. Now playing in select areas. Starts tomorrow at a theater near you.
There's a new chip that's so extra crispy and full of flavor, you don't just eat them, you wanna...
Rip into Riplins, there's no holding back. They're so rich with flavor, you wanna rip into that sack. Rip into 'em.
Only the Keebler elves could make a Ripple potato snack chip so crispy, so rippling good, the word restraint has lost all meaning.
You wanna rip into Riplins.
New from Keebler.
Rip into 'em, Riplins. Rip into 'em, Riplins. Rip into 'em, Riplins.
Bring the kids to the new Stratalounger Comfort Center at Coleman Roads Furniture and color Rip Van Winkle to win a new bike from Coast to Coast in West Frankfort. While you're there, Mom, save on this Stratalounger Big Joe Big Man's recliner on sale now for only $348. Or this Swivel Glider recliner, sale priced at only $298. And this Stratford Motion Sectional now only $899. Winner of the Rip Van Winkle coloring contest will be announced November 11th. Experience the difference at Coleman Roads Furniture.
I'm Bonnie Wheeler with News 3, here to tell you how you can help literally thousands of hungry adults and children right here in our own communities. On Saturday, November 11th, local Boy Scouts will bring a bag like this one to your front door. All they ask is that you fill it with canned goods and then leave it outside your front door the next Saturday, November 18th. They'll be by to pick it up and take it to area food pantries for distribution. On November 18th, please give from your cupboard and your heart.
Candelabra.
Ask and you shall
Candelabra
receive.
is all lighted now, and we're getting closer and closer to this momentous occasion. Now, first of all, I want you to know how many letters I've received from people who, in their later years, are now taking piano lessons.
And they're encouraging you.
Yeah, some of them because of what they've seen here, and some because they thought of it, too. It's really a wonderful thing to learn in your life, and if it's something that you've always wanted to try for, why not go for it and see what happens?
Make your dreams come true.
Exactly. And I know you feel the same way, and maybe one of these years, you know, when you get through having babies, you'll take the piano up.
I might, because I'm jealous of you, and I'm very proud of you, too.
And I must tell you, it takes a lot of patience. The older you get, the more patience you need, it seems.
And when you have arthritis in your fingers like that.
Have you heard something? No, but there are a lot of distractions, you know, in later life, but to sit down and actually play the piano takes a lot of. But there's only one person who needs more patience than you, and that is...
Your teacher.
Your teacher. And I was lucky enough to find this fella. In fact, he found us. He watched my last piano recital.
Yes.
And he actually has been haunting us since then, and I frankly gave up on it. But then Lou Holtz came on the show in that Notre Dame spirit, and I wanted to do it anyway, so I took him up on it. And you met him a few minutes ago, Stanley Earlo. He teaches, Tony Roberts has been teaching Tony Roberts for the last 6 years. Recently started teaching Phil Donahue. And Stanley, now that I'm talking about Phil, who actually is the better player?
Remember what show you're on, Stanley.
Yeah, me or Phil Donahue?
Well, let's have a playoff. Why don't you challenge him to a duet?
You guys can be. This is perfect. Remember Ferranti and Teicher?
Yes.
It's going to be Philbin and Donahue.
That's it. You got that billing right.
Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be a lot of fun. Well,
Steinway will send over another one, won't they?
But is Phil pretty good?
Yeah, he's like you.
Hate it when my piano teacher's funnier than me. Anyway, yes, indeed, you are teaching Phil Donahue, and he's a great teacher, and I'm happy to have him. And incidentally, he's a concert pianist in his own right. Goes into Carnegie Hall Recital Hall. Yerlo in concert on November 14th. And good luck with that one, Stanley.
Break a leg.
Yeah. All right, now what we want to do is show you how far we have come.
Yes.
You weren't here when we had that piano
No, I was on
recital.
vacation.
I can't believe you were on recital in February, such an important ratings month. But you were gone.
I was at the Olympics.
That's right, you were at the Olympics. It was February 1988. Kathy was gone. Joy was pinch hitting for Kathy. And Neil Sedaka was my teacher. Well, now, Neil's on the road all the time, appearing all over the world. So I really only had one lesson with him. But he wrote out a chart of one of his songs called Solitaire.
Yes.
And I practiced that. But without the teacher, you know, banging away at you, you give up. Anyway.
And Neil doesn't bang anyway. He's sweet.
No.
He's not like Stanley.
No, Stanley hovers over you. But Neil taught his own kids and taught a lot of kids in Brooklyn when he was growing up. He was a piano genius in the early days. So we're going to take you back now to February 24th, 1988, and this was my original piano recital with Joy and Neil Sedaka. Okay, here we go. Sedaka, Solitaire by Sedaka.
Good.
All right. Don't look at the piano. Look at the notes.
You need this ruler, Neil?
Curve that finger.
You got it.
Nice. Nice. G major.
Little setback, but not major.
Vladimir Ashkenazi, don't worry. Murray Pariah, don't worry.
You know, I can't stand all this talking. Now, wait a minute. I'm not finished. Please. No. Bravo. I'm not finished. Wait a minute. Just a minute. No. I know you're hoping it's over, but it's not. I just can't stand all this heckling and kibitzing here.
Wait a minute. What if I play the left hand?
No. I'm going to
You're
show you.
halfway through, Regis.
I'm halfway through.
Halfway through
Just be a little patient.
Take us on home, Regis.
Okay.
All right, there you have it. Now, when we come back, you're going to hear the 1989 version. My piano recital.
Not the same song!
No. A new song, a new recital, a new life, everybody. Yay! And we'll be back in a moment.
Still ahead on today's Live, Dennis Weaver.
Where's the stuffing? Chicken's almost done, now it's time to make stuffing. Stovetop makes it easy, just push a little button. It's stovetop stuffing for your microwave oven. Yeah!
Stovetop microwave stuffing is so easy to make. Just pour it into its own tray, add water, and microwave. In just 3 minutes, you get that great stovetop taste.
Stovetop makes it easy, just push a little button. It's stovetop stuffing for your microwave oven.
You ever run up against a tough sinus cold? The congestion and pressure's pounding? The pain is awful, but as tough as it gets, maximum strength Dristan is tougher. Dristan unblocks congestion here, knocks out pressure here and here, shuts down sinus pain, and it won't make you drowsy, and that's important when you're doing a bear of a job. When you can't call in sick, call on Dristan. It's maximum strength relief.
Hi, today's show, Stomp Steak. Begin with Reynolds' new Sure Seal storage bag. Place one juicy sirloin inside. To tenderize, position the bag, and to leap onto that steak. Stomp Steak. No other storage bag can do that.
They're the toughest plastic bags ever built. New Sure Seal bags from Reynolds. It's Reynolds Sure Seal or bust.
Next week, creamed berries.
Riverside Home Centers are going out of business, and they're making final markdowns on all their merchandise. Everything goes at up to 70% off Riverside's already low price. Even more on outlet merchandise. Lumber, building materials, electrical supplies, plumbing, paint, kitchens, even Christmas decorations. Everything is marked up to 70% off. Fresh items from the stockroom go onto the floor daily. Riverside is also taking bids on assets, fixtures, equipment, and office equipment. No matter where you live in the tri-state, it's worth the drive to Riverside Home Centers.
Okay. Now let me explain to you and to you and to you at home the song I'm playing. It's called Moccasin Dance. And it's kind of an intricate piece. First there's the Warriors Dance, which is played in A minor. And then we have the Song of the Squaws, which
This is a musical suite.
In C major, absolutely. And the two of them are combined together to give you a Moccasin Dance. Now, you'll be able to hear, but you've got to visualize. This is why I picked this piece. There's a story here, and you've got to visualize it. You've got to see those Indians, you know, around the fire, the prairie. Then the squaws come, and then the warriors depart. I mean, it's a very evocative piece. Are you ready?
Evocative.
Yes.
Evoke. Really should have trimmed your nails.
Oh, she's going to start in now, see? Okay, gang, ready? I'm going to start again. I'm going to start again. Nobody told you guys to lower the lights. Damn, I wanted to play right through, too, and I didn't. Wait a minute. I'm going to pick it up from where the squaws are dancing.
Good, that was my favorite part.
Well, that's not it. Where the hell?
That's the Warriors.
I got it. No, the Warriors. Squaws I want. Here they go. Here come those squaws. Here they go. Goodbye, Warriors. All right, if you insist. All right, we're going to be back in just a minute with John Ashton from Hardball, everybody. Play us home.
Monday, as live broadcast from London, singer Randy Travis.
Do you like your Raisin Bran?
Yes, he does. Yes, I do.
Well, Total Raisin Bran has 4 times the vitamin nutrition of your Raisin Bran.
4 times. Did you hear that?
And it tastes as good as your Raisin Bran.
Better.
So, can you think of one reason why you wouldn't buy Total Raisin Bran?
4 times the nutrition? I'd buy it in a minute.
You said it.
No, he did.
Shh, don't wake him up. I'll take his blood pressure.
Fisher-Price presents the Medical Kit, complete with everything a young doctor needs to practice, including a stethoscope that really works.
I think I hear something. Oh, no, one of his feet is broken. Here's the thermometer. I'll give him a shot. I'll give him a kiss to make him better.
I need a hug, too.
Oh, Daddy.
Fisher-Price, because you're only young once.
TVW Men and Young Men's Wear in Marion. Traditional men's clothing in today's styles. TVW's contemporary look. Colorful sweaters in 100% cotton and other blends from Jansen and Damon. TVW's smart look. Button-down Oxfords from Van Heusen and Enro. TVW's professional look. Executive style suits and sport coats from Christian Brooks and Sansabelt. Approvals, layaway, and free alterations available. TVW Men and Young Men's Wear just off the square across from the post office in Marion.
What opportunities can Amtech offer you?
It's a good job and the money's good, and it's got a real bright future.
Good hands-on training.
We like Amtech that because it produces top-quality students for us.
That we feel like we can put a lot of responsibility in.
Right, we only hire from one school.
Financial assistance and housing available. Come get the facts at Amtech's Career Seminar. Thursday, 7 p.m., Holiday Inn Carbondale. Friday, 10 a.m., Holiday Inn Marion. Friday, 2 p.m., Gateway Hotel, Muddy, Illinois.
The pop guys just came over to me. They had a telephone call during the break. Steinway. They want the piano back.
They can't have it. But I had so much on my mind. You know, I have to level pictures around it. I got rid of plants. I
ugly
mean,
plants.
Stanley kept saying it's going to be different when you play in front of an audience.
And he was right.
And
you know
he
that.
was right.
You've done Westbury.
Yeah,
You've done Atlantic City.
That's right. It makes a big difference.
I thought you were brilliant.
No, I didn't play very well, but I'm better than that. But I'll play again tomorrow.
You know what? You've come a long way from your first recital.
I think so, too, yes.
And that's all you could hope for is progress.
Well, thank you.
And you didn't look at the music? I mean, you looked at the music like you're supposed to. Hardly ever did you look down at your fingers.
Well, Anyway, you remember our next guest from such blockbuster movies as Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2, and also Midnight Run, where he played bounty hunter. Played it to the hill, too. Has a new adventure comedy series out called Hardball over at NBC. And here's John Ashton. Hi, John. How you doing?
Hi, John.
Nice to see you.
How are you?
Yes, sir.
This is the stool, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you're here on a big day, John.
Huh?
Big day around here.
Yeah, I know. That was you got a lot of guts, pal. No, it was great, really.
And you played the piano?
I tried to play the piano one time, but I found out I had 10 thumbs and I couldn't do anything. So,
How old were you?
About a year ago. I was about 40.
About a year ago. See?
Good for
but
you.
It's tough the older you get, right?
It is.
So you gave up?
Oh, yeah. I got too frustrated. And then I tried the guitar, which is even more frustrating, trying to do all this with my fingers.
But you feel music inside you that you've got to express yourself with.
I used to play the drums, so I wanted to be a rock star, really, and I ended up being an actor.
Did you really want to be a rock star?
And for a long time, a struggling one, until the
Long
Beverly
time.
Hills movie, huh?
Yeah.
That was the big break, wasn't it? The Beverly Hills Cop
yeah,
movie.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I was in
Taggart.
Taggart. I was in a big film in 1979 called Breaking Away, but I had a very small part in it.
I love that movie. It was a
It was a very
charming
good
movie.
film. Very good film.
Did you, when you were making that Beverly Hills Cop, did you know it was going to be as big as it got? And big for you, too?
No, I really didn't. I don't think any of us did, you know. Eddie was still kind of on his way up, and he was a pretty big star, but he was on his way up, and...
there you guys are. They're running around a Beverly Hills mansion.
There we are.
That's
Chasing somebody.
Judge Ryan. How do you say his name? Judge Ryan?
Reinhold.
But you guys really shot up that mansion or that building, whatever it was.
Yeah, actually, that was in Pacific Palisades. It wasn't in Beverly Hills.
In Pacific Palisades, but there was a lot of damage. I mean, the gunshots.
Yeah, that was believe it or not, that was the guest house of the house.
Oh,
Good grief.
Wow. It was incredible.
Cost Paramount a few bucks to put that back together again, right? And then, of course, working with these two guys in Midnight Run, which was, I think, one of my favorite movies of the year, last year, Robert De Niro, and Charles Grodin, of course.
So funny.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun doing that film. We had a lot of fun doing it.
Did you get to know De Niro a little bit?
Very well. Bobby and I are very good friends right now.
Is that right? Well, what is he
And
like?
I just bought Chuck's book called It Would Be So Nice If You Weren't Here.
Isn't this
I gave you a plug, Chuck, so you owe me $17.95 because I bought it.
We've had him on the show with the book, and it's a wonderful book.
Chuck didn't send you a copy, huh?
No.
Oh, I'll be darned.
We're going to have lunch one of these days.
But I enjoyed his stories of making Midnight Run, you know, and how serious an actor De Niro is and how he wants everything to be legit. Even when you couldn't see the handcuffs on Grodin, he insisted on them being the steel cuffs and piercing the skin.
Right. Right. Well, you know, Bobby's got a really great sense of humor. I mean, he's a very private guy, and he's shy, and he's got a great sense of humor. We were shooting in a place called Globe, Arizona. It was in the middle of nowhere. And right up the street from the hotel we were staying in, it was actually a motel, was a great Safeway market. It was a great supermarket. And that's where everybody went at the end of the day, because there's nothing else to do there. So you go up to the Safeway market.
Listen to the music and walk around.
Yeah, walk around. So
Test the melon.
Right. Squeeze the tomatoes and stuff. So we're sitting on the set one day talking, and two crew guys walk by, and one of them says to the other one, geez, what'd you do last night? The other guy says, I walked up to the Safeway. Bobby looks up and he says, really? Which aisle were you in?
Nothing to do out there in Globe.
No, not much to do out there.
Now tell us about the new series, Hardball. It's getting a lot of press, John. It's getting a lot of ink, and people are beginning to talk about it.
Right. Well, they've been wanting me to do a series for the last few years, and I really haven't found anything that I wanted to do. And they sent me the script for Hardball, and I read it, and Charlie Battles just seemed like such a fun character to play. And we just finished our 13th episode. We're on vacation now for a couple of weeks, and but the audience has been having a hard time finding the show. They showed the pilot on a Thursday night after Cheers, and then they showed the next show the following Thursday. Then we were preempted the following week, and then we were on Friday at 9. Then the earthquake hit San Francisco, and they changed the World Series games, so they preempted us again the following week. Then the following week, the World Series was on, and we were against the World Series. So
sometimes it's better to start a new series in mid-season, don't you think?
In January, absolutely.
When everything is calmed down.
Yeah,
and you get all the press because everything else has already been on.
Now, who's this young fella here? What is this, a before and after picture? Well, tell me about this.
Well, as you can see, this is old cop, young cop. Obviously, I play the young cop.
And two different schools of philosophy about being
yes,
a cop.
we're both renegade cops that are thrown together to be partners, and we don't like the same music, the same food, the same anything.
Same hairstyles?
Same hairstyles.
But you're working again.
Yeah, well, see, actually I have a full head of hair. This is the toupee. I got to straighten that out.
Well, let's take a look at you in action now. What's this young fella's name again?
Richard Tyson.
Richard Tyson, yeah. All right, so here's the scene from
This will be on tomorrow
Hardball.
night at 9 o'clock.
You want to set the scene up for
At
us?
least that's what they tell you.
That's what they, yeah.
Okay.
See, I don't know. I go out on the streets going, no, it's Tuesday at 9. It's Friday at 9. This is the show called The Fighting 52nd, where Charlie gets together with his old Vietnam buddies and he ends up finding out they're mercenaries and they're trying to kill a world dictator, and he thought they were all heroes. Anyway, this is the opening. I think this is the opening scene where Kaz comes to my house and I'm trying to get into my army uniform that doesn't fit anymore, and I don't want him to see me, and I'm trying to keep him out of the house.
All right, let's take a look at Hardball now and John Ashton.
Give me the keys.
I knew you were going to do that. You didn't put the cover on my bike, Charlie. Now I got tree sap where there shouldn't be tree sap.
You got tree sap where you should have a brain.
What are you so touchy for? I'm the one that should be touchy. I give you something to take care of.
You didn't give me anything. You borrowed my car and left your bike under a tree. Why didn't you cover it?
Don't you think I would have if I'd known you were going to let tree sap get all over it? Huh?
You're gonna have to do better than that, Kazarowski.
I did. The old decoy set of keys trick, Charlie. I never thought you'd go for it.
That's quite a relationship you guys got. Yeah. Looks like a lot of fun.
It is.
Well, John, after many years, you finally come into your own hit movies, your own series. I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so
Good
much for
seeing
coming
you
by,
again.
and good luck to you, okay?
Okay. Nice meeting you, Kathy.
John Ashton from Hardball.
Stay down.
Take a nice walk. There you go. We'll be back in a moment with our future fashion show and Dennis Weaver, too.
Transportation to London, furnished by Transworld Airlines. 150 cities in 18 countries on 4 continents have one thing in common, TWA. Hotel accommodations for live will be provided by the 4-star White House Hotel, close to beautiful Regent's Park. The White House Hotel, one of London's best values. And for tickets to Live with Regis and Kathie Lee, please write to Guest Relations, 36A West 66th Street, New York, New York, 10023.
Can you guess how these people got rid of over 600 pounds of excess fat? It's easy. They used Calban 3000. Just look at some of the results.
On the Calban program, I lost 5 to 7 pounds weekly and have lost over 100 pounds so far.
Calban's given me a new lease on life. I know I'll never be fat again.
Calban 3000 has no dangerous stimulants or chemicals, no harmful side effects, and it's absolutely guaranteed to work or your money back.
I lost 82 pounds and I feel great.
Hi, I'm Deanna Hall. Just before the Miss World Model Contest, I look like this. I used Calban 3000 to lose 35 pounds in 5 weeks and won the title.
Life's a lot more fun at 165 than it was at 260.
How does Calban 3000 produce these amazing results? Scientists believe Calban bonds with food and blocks the absorption of calories, especially those from fats.
I lost half of my body weight. Old friends don't even recognize me.
I went from a size 22 to a size 8. Thanks, Calban.
If after 3 weeks you don't see a significant weight loss with no loss of energy, simply return the empty container for a full refund. Why not order right now? You deserve a trim, attractive body.
Call 1-800-365-6600. 3-week supply just $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling. Or order a 6-week supply for $38.95 and get this 48-inch strand of Chinese full pearls absolutely free. Save the COD fees by using your MasterCard, Visa, or American Express. Call now. 1-800-365-6600. That's 1-800-365-6600.
The Bed King is having a mattress riot. The only way we can calm them down is to move them out. The Bed King says clear out the Certa Perfect Sleeper Queen set that was $700, now $394, or a white iron and solid brass daybed with City mattress for only $28 a month, interest-free. Every Bed King waterbed has gone wild with a waveless mattress for only $44. Here's your chance to save big and stop the bed broke loose at the Bed King, 1 mile east of Carbondale.
Okay, we're back now, and we're back to our Future Week, and today we're going to talk about future fashions. This all for the 1990s, and we've invited Cindy Pickley, our fashion consultant, to put together one of her great fashion shows. As a matter of fact, she's wearing something right now.
Mrs. Jetson.
Yes.
Isn't this wonderful? This is from Randolph Duke, a young designer. It's comfortable, that's the wave of the future, and also I think clothes are going to be very functional, maybe protect our bodies against the environment. So let me show you what I've brought along.
Okay.
It's really a fantasy, all right? Let's take a look, keep your mind open. All right, first we're going to take a look here at Magic. She was wearing an outfit by a new young designer, Body Glove by Robin Picone, who was really the first to experiment with the neoprene. It's a rubberized fabric that scuba divers use to insulate their bodies against the cold. Maybe this is what we'll be wearing in the future, something that will protect our body from harmful pollutants and ultraviolet rays. And the transparent coat that she's wearing over it is also by Robin Picone. She just won the California Designer Award 1989.
What's her name?
Robin Picone,
Robin
a designer
Picone.
to look for in the future. Thanks, Magic.
Thanks, Magic.
It's great, isn't Bye, it? Magic. All right, now, space is going to be part of our future, and a lot of people think that jumpsuits is what the interplanetary socialite will be wearing in the future. But you don't need to wait for a designer to create it because you can make it yourself. This was made especially for the show by Vogue Patterns. It's from Issei Miyake, who's a Japanese designer. This is his pattern for a jumpsuit and a jacket. My theory is that we will have sophisticated machinery that we can punch in different codes, create different outfits, and make them for ourselves that can fit our bodies well. We won't have to wait for designers to make them.
Looks like she's wearing
Vogue
both patterns
Patterns.
on her ears.
Yeah, those pictures are from fragments. They're great. Now, many designers believe that future fashion will feature close-to-the-body designs in high-performance fabrics.
How close can you get?
This bodysuit with a gold shield bodice was designed by Olga by Christina. It's a prototype of what women will be wearing in 2001. It's made of a high-tech fabric called Cool Max and Lycra. This is interesting. It enhances the body's natural cooling system by lifting the perspiration away from the body. So the garment's going to stay dry, and you'll stay cool and dry no matter how much heat is on.
She's got my old body.
That's right. You'll get it back one day.
I don't think so.
All right, accessories, yes indeed,
My
these are
Slinkies.
Slinkies. And also I want to point out the hair and makeup was done by Kerry Resnick. He did all the hair today, and Greco from La Coupe, and they have created this future fashion
They did a great
as
job.
well. This outfit, again, with the cutouts is of Cool Max and Lycra, and it's made by Gear One. The type of clothing that we may need to crawl in and out of space modulars. Again, the fabric is high-tech, it's man-made, keeps the body cool and dry.
But what are the Slinkies for?
For fun. All right. Future forward designs.
This I love.
I went to some young designers. Now, these are by a design team.
It's a maternity dress.
Well, it could be, absolutely. Badgley and Mishka, they were the winners of the Mutanka Day Young Designer Award, maybe the Calvin Kleins of the future. It's absolutely a gorgeous trapeze dress. It's really a wonderful dress by two young designers that we may be seeing more of in the future. And Karen, take off that mask. Your makeup is so beautiful by Greco. Isn't that great? Who knows, we may be wearing masks in the future. I'm not bothering with makeup. All right, now here's Magic again. Tubular dress.
Magic.
I love this. This is by two California designers, DeLuke and Thompson. I call it a UFO, unidentified fashion object.
But it's an American UFO.
Yes, it is. It's their futuristic symbol of liberty. And I love it because you don't need to worry about the skirt lengths. Magic, do your thing here. No matter what the length is, it'll accommodate it.
Oh, my gosh.
That's funny.
Yeah. Made of Lycra with rings around it. Isn't
There's
that fun?
Slinkies under there, too.
All right, you did it again, Cindy. The fashions of the 90s.
Way to go, Cindy. That's
Thanks,
fun.
Cindy. We'll be back with Dennis Weaver in a moment.
For information on any of this week's shows, please send $1 in a self-addressed stamped business-size envelope to Live Newsletter, issue number 23, Post Office Box 1000, Hillsdale, New Jersey 07642.
It's Omaha Furniture's big 2-for-1 recliner sale. 2 for 1 with the largest stock of recliners in the 4-state area. Now is the time to buy a new chair, or two, like Lane recliners. 2 for $4.99, or 2 for just $2.99. Kick back in a recliner for the holidays and enjoy a free turkey, compliments of Omaha Furniture with any $2.99 purchase. You'll find holiday savings on everything during the 2-for-1 recliner sale at Big Omaha Furniture in tiny Omaha, Illinois.
The 96-hour marathon is on. Your Toyota dealer has just received a special shipment of 89 Tercels, and now the distributor has challenged us to clear them all out in only 96 hours, so you can believe we're dealing with factory-to-dealer incentives worth hundreds of dollars on the Tercel of your choice, plus factory incentives worth hundreds on a great selection of 89 Celicas, incentives worth hundreds on Camrys and Corollas, and a big $1,400 on tough Toyota trucks. Hurry in now for the 96-hour marathon going on at your Toyota dealer.
Home centers are going out of business, and they're making final markdowns on all their merchandise. Everything goes at up to 70% off Riverside's already low price. Even more on odd-lot merchandise. Lumber, building materials, electrical supplies, plumbing, paint, kitchens, even Christmas decorations. Everything is marked up to 70% off. Fresh items from the stockroom go onto the floor daily. Riverside is also taking bids on assets, fixtures, equipment, and office equipment. No matter where you live in the tri-state, it's worth the drive to Riverside Home Centers.
Lisa and Lori were schoolmates who grew up in Dairyland, USA. Lisa was homecoming queen. Lori was dairy princess. They were beautiful and popular, but they loved the same boy, Handsome Bill. Allegedly, in a jealous rage, Lori wrapped a belt around Lisa's neck and ended their rivalry forever. Death of a homecoming queen.
Tonight at 6 on TV3, WSIL.
Sam McLeod in the streets of London, where we're going to be in a couple of days.
That's right.
And he is back in the saddle again. The return of Sam McLeod airs this Sunday night on CBS. And here he is, a terrific actor, Dennis Weaver.
Good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Sam McLeod is back.
Yeah, riding his horse down Trafalgar Square.
Why not?
You're going to be over in London,
That's
right?
We're leaving
right away.
It's great. I spent 5 weeks over there doing the film, The Return of Sam McLeod, and the people are great and wonderful.
Did they understand you on the horse with the cowboy hat on?
It created a lot of attention. It was the height of the tourist season, and we had one scene. Yeah, we had one scene where we had to ride through Trafalgar Square and up the steps and had the girl on the back of the horse.
Yeah,
I was rescuing. Did you see it?
We just had that on.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
That's pretty dumb of me to say something about something we've already seen.
No, but I bet a lot of American tourists were yelling out, "Hey, Sam, hey, Dennis."
Oh, all over the world. You know, that show is shown in places I didn't even know there were countries like that.
Much less TV sets.
Yeah, right.
But now you're a senator.
Senator.
Not just a...
Well, I thought we should make him relevant about what's going on today. So he is a senator, and he was elected on an environmental platform. He's
Senator from where?
New Mexico, junior senator, and he's concerned about the state of our planet and the crisis that we're going through, and he's there trying to get his ecology bill passed, and when the show opens up, that's where he is, on the Senate floor.
Well, that kind of reminds me of you yourself, right? You're a very concerned
Well,
guy.
I injected a little of myself into Sam McLeod.
Now, tell us about this house. This is the house that
Well,
Dennis Weaver is building.
it's an environmentally correct house. First of all, it's totally solar. All of the functions of the house will be powered by solar energy. We'll make our own. And then you can see that it's made with recycled material.
Yeah.
It's a good shot
tires.
We have a close-up of that.
Yeah.
There they are.
This is a wall made of old tires and cans. When it's finished, it'll be all covered with adobe, so it'll look like a wonderful, soft Southwest look to it.
What's
Early
the advantage?
California.
I'm sorry, Dennis. What's the advantage of using tires and cans like that? Just to get rid of them? Just to hide them?
Well, that's one reason, but it's also great insulation, so that when the tire house is finished and is fully charged, it's called a thermal battery, a huge thermal battery. The capacity is so great that when it's fully charged by the sun's energy, which will take about a year, the temperature in the house will be constant between 68 and 72 degrees, so we won't need any heating vents or any air conditioning.
That takes a year.
And it's like a cave. If you've ever been in a cave, it's cold in the summertime or cool, and it's warm in the wintertime.
That's going to be like a prototype for years to come. You'll have a lot of guys out there looking that over.
Well, we're talking about designs for the future of the
Yes.
20th century. You saw all those beautiful ladies with the clothing. Well, this is a
They
house.
come with the house.
House that complements that, yeah.
I just got to talk about this. Some guys have cats, some guys have dogs.
Isn't this wonderful?
Dennis has llamas.
Llamas are wonderful animals.
Oh, these are so terrific. I call them my stress depressors.
Really?
Yeah, and if you can't afford one, they cost quite a bit. Well, you can get the Dennis Weaver Relax tape, you know. But this is a female, which she was a national champion female this year. She's in our herd, and this is a national champion male reserve.
Are you breeding them? Or?
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, we've bred this one to this one.
Oh.
And we have about 100 llamas in our ranch, so it's a big business. And
llamas are hot.
This is Chico, the Canadian legend.
And Wall Street says they're great investments.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I read something in the Wall
I
Street
was
Journal.
surprised. That's one reason I got into it. As a matter of fact, they said this past spring that llamas was the 5th best investment for your money.
And there
Can
you
believe
are
that?
right on top of it again.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I
today
mean?
they said, look at Fredericks of Hollywood.
You know something? I just got a comment because they asked me to come and play the guitar on the show, and I said, no, I don't think I'm good enough. And I should have brought it.
I'll get it for that. Sam McCloud back on Sunday night on CBS. Thanks, Dennis. We'll be back in a moment.
Next week from London on Live, Boy George.
Every morning, they go to work. Over 10 million phone cards from U.S. Sprint. The only card that gives you 100% fiber optic sound quality and rates that are still up to 25% lower than AT&T. To get yours free without changing phone companies, call Sprint now. The phone card. In a world that works 24 hours a day, it's the hardest working card in the world.
It is estimated that more than 20 million people will come down with colds this year.
It's time for a powerful weapon.
More than 10 million work days will be lost.
It's time for a powerful weapon.
More than 20 million school days lost.
It's time for Benadryl Plus Cold Formula. With the strength of Benadryl, plus a maximum strength nasal decongestant, plus a maximum strength fever and pain reliever. Fight back with Benadryl Plus Cold Formula. A powerful weapon in the Cold War.
Does it bother you that I'm only 12?
A computer whiz kid comes to college,
Kind of tough being the youngest man on campus, huh?
where friendship seems to have a price.
First they treat him like a leper with a belt around his neck. Now they're going to rush him for one of the hot fraternities.
All you need to do is tap into Fish's test file, get me the answers.
Will he have the courage to stand his ground?
I'm going home to tell them I'm dropping out of Western State.
On Highway to Heaven.
Thursday at 3 on TV3 WSIL. Wreckers.
It was absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful, even though you knew he was married.
Right.
They fell in love with married men.
He bought me lots of gifts and took me lots of nice places, and we had great sex.
I couldn't imagine him being involved with another woman.
If you honestly believe your wife doesn't suspect, you're crazy.
Having affairs with married men on the next Geraldo.
Thursday at 4 on TV3 WSIL.
Tomorrow, live Gregory Harrison from Falcon Crest, Keisha Knight William from The
Some
Cosby
members
Show.
of our studio
and
audience will
high-tech
receive the
hair,
following.
and
Pillsbury's Funfetti Cake Mix and
Reach
Frosting, the
Again.
cake with the separate packet of candy sprinkles. Have a happier birthday with Pillsbury's Funfetti. Paul Mitchell Professional Salon Products, luxurious hair care and styling tools. Paul Mitchell, your style demands it. Johnny Cat Premium Cat Litter. Johnny Cat and a little privacy is all any cat needs. Everything else is just cat box filler. Vax, the cleaning, washing, sweeping, mopping, vacuuming machine. So powerful it even unclogs drains. Vax, the complete home cleaning system from Brand Central at Sears.
Hey, hey.